everyone, welcome to Legacy IAS. Today we'll be learning about linear equations. In this, we'll learn how to solve linear equations. This is our main topic for today. Okay. Now see, in another video we saw how to formulate equations using word problems. Okay, how you formulate equations from the word problem. Now here we'll be learning about something very basic, that how you solve linear equations. Okay, now see, suppose you are given an equation like this. Now how do you solve it to get values of x and y? This will be our main focus in today's lecture. Okay, of course some more difficult ones also, but this is what we are trying to do. Okay, formulation, there is already a video, there will be another video also for further questions on formulation. That is a process that will keep on going. Okay, formulation of linear equation, you will learn it over time. Okay, when you read word problems, then you formulate equation, then you check it with solutions or answers and keep doing it, eventually you will get good at it. But this is solving of linear equation. This you can learn just in this lecture, and then you will be able to apply it anywhere, anytime. Okay, now see, now there can be many ways of solving linear equations. Okay, like if you see NCERTs, 5-6 methods of solving linear equations are given. Okay, you just need to know 2 methods and that will suffice for your entire course. Okay, people use only these 2 methods, that is substitution and the other one is elimination. These are the 2 topics or 2 ways of solving linear equation. First is substitution, other is elimination. In substitution, what we will do, if this is equation 1 and this is equation 2, we derive something from equation 2 and put it in equation 1, and then this equation 1 actually becomes a single variable equation. Okay, if we are starting with 2 variables, this becomes a single variable equation, then we solve it. In elimination, we write equation 1 and equation 2 like this, and then we add them or subtract them and find out again that we have an equation that has only one variable, and then we can solve it. Okay, this is for 2 variables equation that are useful in your exam. Now let's see. First thing is variable and constants, or variables in numerals, whatever you want to call it. Okay, variables are what? Whose values are not fixed. It may have any values, not fixed or unknown. When the value is unknown, then also we use variables. Constants are values are known. This is the main difference. Now anything that looks like this to you, that is usually x, y, these are what? These are variables. And anything looks like 15, 16, okay, pi, all these are what? These are constants. Then now if you have to solve linear equations, how you will solve it? See, now let's take that question only that I wrote there. 2x plus y is equals to 4 and x plus 2y is equals to 5. Now how do we solve an equation like this? Okay, first we are learning elimination method. This is the most important method, one of the fastest method, and this is the way that most people eventually start following. See, when you are a small child and you have to learn 5-6 methods, in exam also it is asked that solve it using cross multiplication method, solve it using determinant method, then you have to learn on all methods. But eventually people in higher studies end up solving this way only, that is the elimination method. So we'll learn this method, this only we'll follow for most of the questions. Now see, how do you do this? See this equation. Now our aim whenever we are trying to solve two variables and two equations question, this is for two variables. Okay, so for two variables you will need two equations, for three variable you need three equations, for one variable you need one equation. That is simple. Now for two variables our aim is always to reduce it to one variable one equation, and then we can solve it. Because one variable one equation people are able to solve, like 3x plus 5 is equals to, let's say, 20, and now you are asked what is the value of x. So this you can do. How you do it? 3x you send plus 5, there it goes, becomes minus 5. 20 minus 5, 15. X becomes 15 by 3 is equals to 5. That's it. The sign changes, around equal to is plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, multiplication becomes divide, divide becomes multiplication. Okay, here it was in plus, there it will become minus. 20 minus 5, 15. Then here it is in multiplication, 3x get divided there, so 3 will go in, divide there, 15 by 3 gives you 5. So x comes out to be 5. Understood? Now this much you got. Now so if I reduce somehow these two equations to this, then I'm done. Correct? Then I can easily solve. So this is our aim, to reduce it into one variable one equation. Now how do we do it? See this. What you need to do, whichever variable you want to eliminate, you may like to eliminate x, you may like to eliminate y. Okay, whichever variable you want to eliminate, to do this to it. Okay, now if nothing is written here, I can write it as 1 into y. Correct? This is 1 into y. Now let's do it. Just cross multiply like this. Just write in cross. So 2 is written here in front of y. Don't worry about the sign. Just you write 2 here also. Similarly, 1 is written here. So you write 1 here also. If nothing is written, that means 1 is there. Now you multiply this whole equation by 2 and this whole equation by 1. Okay, that will not change anything. Multiplying by a fixed number, the entire equation will not change any part of the equation. Let's see how. So you multiply this entire equation by 2, that is both parts. Now 2 into 2x will give you 4x, plus 1 into 2 will give you what? 2y. Then 4 into 2 will give you what? 8. Done. Now see this. Multiplying with 1, it will give you same result only. So 1 plus 2y is equals to 5. But remember, you have to multiply on both sides. This side also, this side also. Correct? Then, once you get to this, what you need to do? Just now, here you have 2y, here also you have 2y. Now I want to subtract both of these equations. How do you subtract in this? Because here I have 2y, here also 2y. If I somehow subtract the lower equation from the upper equation, what I'll get? Plus 2y and minus 2y. I can cancel it out. So how do you subtract two equations? You simply change the sign that is in the lower equation. Simply change the sign in the lower equation. That is just the opposite sign. So you see plus here, you write minus here. You see plus here, you write minus here. You see, if nothing is being shown, then it is plus, you write minus here. That's it. Now you just subtract it. What you got? 4x minus x is 3x, plus 2y minus 2y, cancel out. 8 minus 5 will be 3. So you get x is equals to 1. That's it. Once you get x is equals to 1, now you can put it back in this equation, this equation, this equation, this equation. Any equation you want to put it back in, you can put. Okay, let's say you put it here. So what you get? You will get 2 into 1 plus y is equals to 4. That is, y is equals to 2 will go there, 4 minus 2, 2. So x will be equal to 1 and y will be equal to. Simple. This is how you do using elimination method. What you did, you took whatever was written in front of a variable. These are called coefficients. Okay, if you remember, it's good. Otherwise, it's fine. So these are coefficients. Coefficients you multiply with the opposite equation. So the coefficient in the lower equation of y will be multiplied with the upper equation, here the opposite. Understood? You multiply them, then two of these will have same coefficient, then you can do what? You can add them or subtract them. Here, because the sign was same, we subtracted them. If the sign was anyway different, then we could have simply added them, and then you get to the answer. One variable you get by this, and then you put it back in any other equation, you get the second part of it as well. Understood? Okay, let's do one more. See this. Yeah, you can pause and try to solve this, or let me take a -1 also. So yeah, let's take this. Let's take a -1. Two, it is coming correct. Now try this one, and if you can do it, it's fine. Otherwise, you can see on the board. See what you need to do here. Now you see 3x plus 2y is equals to 10, x minus 9y is equals to -16. Now again, what you need to do in elimination method? In elimination method, what you need to do? You want to eliminate one of these variables. How do you do it? Now you can either multiply 9 here and 2 here, which is big multiplication, or here you can eliminate x also, correct? That is much easier. So you do this thing. If nothing is written, 1 is written, you just simply multiply and cross like this. So this equation gets multiplied with 3, this equation gets multiplied with 1. That's it. Now you multiply them. Now multiplication by 1 will give you the same equation, that is 3x plus 2y is equals to 10. And multiplication by 3 will give you 3 into 1 will give you 3x. 3 into -9 will give you minus of 27y. Then 3 into -16 will give you minus of 48. Understood? Understood? Now if you see, this is plus and plus, so you cannot just cancel them out directly. So what you need to change the sign again or subtract them again. So this becomes plus minus minus plus. See, minus gets changed to plus. Even though we are subtracting, minus will get changed to plus, and this will also change to minus, will change to plus, just the opposite sign. So what you get? 3x minus 3x, you can cancel this out. 2x plus 27y, what you get? 29y is equals to 10 plus 48. 10 plus 48 is what? 50. Understood? 29y is equals to 58. This means what? Y is equals to, correct, 29 2s are 58. So y becomes 2. Now you put it back in any equation, this anyone. Okay, let's say you put it here. So what you get? X minus 9 into, in case of y you put 2, is equals to -16. What you get? X is equals to 9 to the 18, 18 minus 16, so x comes out to be 2. That means solution is x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 2. Clearly they're satisfying also. You put x is equals to 2, this becomes 3 into 2 6, plus y is equals to 2, 2 into 2 4, 6 plus 4 10. So they are satisfying also. This is how you solve an linear equation in two variables. Okay, so two equations will always be given to you and you eliminate like this. Now other way is by substitution. This is by substitution. Now when you need to use substitution is in cases like this. Let's say x plus 4y is equals to 60, and it is given to you that x is equals to 4 by 3y. Now one thing you can do is you can multiply 3x and then create 3x minus 4y. Okay, or let's make it a bit more typical. Yeah, let's make it like this. So one thing you can do is you can write it like 3x minus 8y is equals to 0 and then try to solve it. That also I tell you. You can do what? You can write it as 3x minus 8y is equals to 0. And now you solve both of these equations. That is one way. Or other way is, if something like this is written to you, what you can do very intuitively, if x is equal to this, if x is really equal to 8 by 3y, can I not put this instead of x? So x is equal to this. So what I do, in place of x, what I'll put this. So let's put this and write this equation again. So this becomes 8 by 3y plus 4y is equals to 60, which becomes what? Which becomes, take y common, what you get, 8 by 3 plus 4 is equals to 60. Let me write here. So this becomes y into 8 by 3 plus 4 is 3 4s are 12, 12 plus 8, 12 plus 8, 20. 20 by 3 is equals to 60. Now y is here. If this is in multiplication, here it will go and divide there, or the reciprocal will be multiplied on the other side. Reciprocal means if a by b is written, its reciprocal is b by a. Okay, so 60 into 3 by 20. How many times it will go? One time, 3 times, 3 3s are 9. So y comes out to be 9. Once you get y is equals to 9, x is what? X is 8 by 3 y. So in place of y, you put 9. What you get? X is equals to 8 by 3 into 9. That is once, thrice, 8 3s are 24. So x is equals to 24 and y is equals to 9. Understood? You can see the satisfy also. X is equals to 24. Okay, y is equals to 9. 9 4s are 36. 36 plus 24, 60. So it is satisfying the equation also. This way you can also at last check if you want, if you have time. Okay, if you can do comprehension and all very fast, then you have time to do some questions of mathematics, then you can check. Okay, but it will come out to be correct. This is substitution method. When something like this is directly given to you, you try to substitute. Otherwise, just stick to this elimination method. It works the best. Understood? This is how you solve linear equations in two variable. One variable, anyway, you just have to replace and get to x or y, whatever is being asked from you. Three variables are not important for CSAT. They don't ask you three variable questions. Okay, pattern will be similar, but in three variables, what you do, you pick two equations and do the elimination method for two of them, like that you can do, but it's not worth it and it is not important at all, because they have never asked three variable questions in CSAT, nor they will. Okay, so just stick to this much you know, then you are good to go. That's it. Thank you.